Hello friends, welcome in. How are you today? I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Let me just double check that everything is working and then we will begin. In the meantime, what have you been up to? How's it going? What are you playing? Etc. Etc. Give me the scoop. The deets. All right. I think. Oh, that's right. Boop. Get rid of that. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and move on over here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Let's see. Starting us off, we have Bear. Welcome in. How's it going? Yimit. Hello. Emmers. Welcome in. GG. How are ya? Hello, Bear. How's it going? Let's see. I just got done washing my car because it needed it. My Civic and EX brand on the back decided they didn't want to be on my car anymore after 25 years. The Civic came off when I wiped a soapy cloth over it, and upon inspection, I decided to gently pry off the EX. Oh, goodness. Well, that's fine. You know what? Who needs the brand names on there? That's what I say. But it's awesome. Is your car sparkly and shiny now? I'm playing Australian delivery game, Death Stranding 2. That's amazing. Okay, does the game start in like Mexico or something? And then they go to Australia? Or does it fully take place in Australia? I thought I saw something that mentioned something about Mexico. Okay. Oh, very cool. Oh, awesome. Okay. Maybe I'll have to play it. Maybe yeah, even though I never beat the first game, but maybe I'll have to play Death Stranding 2. Wait, no way? Oh, that's amazing. I'm just gonna turn it on story mode and just play it like that. Just turn it into an Australian animal sim. Free of dirt and bird poop. I put in the garage just before the rain sprinkles came. Fair. Oh, that's very nice. That's awesome. I'd say it's a little easier than the first one. Oh, okay. That's actually, I would probably like that more then. I think I didn't get very far in, but I remember being like, okay, this is pretty difficult. I died quite a lot, but there is a lot of combat. Okay, interesting. I've seen screenshots of it, and I will say I was very impressed by the character models and stuff. It looks insane. I will say I have some game drama news. Spent 3 hours yesterday setting up zipline so I can get that platinum. What do you have to do to get the platinum? Is it something like, do a certain amount of people need to use your 5 stars with every location? Look while I chug some water and shower. Excellent. So I have some video game drama news. Unfortunately, with the game that we have played and are playing. But I don't know if you guys have heard about, is that tea? It is. I don't know if you guys have heard, but The Alters has been in a bit of drama, which is unfortunate because it's a game we've been playing. Mercedes, hello, how's it going? The drama is that they used generative AI in their game. And for one, they are supposed to mark that on Steam if they used any bit of generative AI. And they did not. Now, the deal is that a user kind of caught them out and called them on it. And said, essentially, they found some text in the game that is not typically read by the player, but they left like some of the, like, if they use ChatGPT, I'm not sure if it was ChatGPT, but if like they use some of the like prompt language, I guess. So where sometimes, you know, you put something in and it says, do you want me to go over this again, or do you want, like, where it asks the person a question? It basically, they left that stuff in. And so the user was able to call them out on it with proof and say, hey, this is AI and your game doesn't label it that it has AI in it. And so there's a bit of drama, and then they came out with a statement that is like essentially like, oops, we got caught is kind of what it says. And then is like, you know, essentially that they don't plan to stop using AI in their games. But their excuse was, it was placeholder text and it was never meant to be put into the game. That's why it wasn't in, you know, that's why we didn't mark it as such. The thing is, and so I can actually even show you, there's a picture of where it's in the game. And I will, you know, I will say it is a rather like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the thing. So, well, and I'll have more to say on that. But, so this is actually where it is in the game, and it's granted, right, like, to their point, it's not really readable. It's on the screens. There's a screen in the back where the red arrows are pointing, and there's a screen up front. It's not really anything that you would see. No one would be able to actually, like, the person that found that had to be searching for AI stuff. Well, I also wonder if maybe, like, because I was like, how do you read that? I wonder if they were looking through, like, texture files. Like, I wonder if they were looking at, like the game textures or whatever. And maybe that's where they, because I honestly, I don't know how you would, like, I mean, unless there's like a camera mode or like a zoom in or something, but there's really, the camera doesn't ever like zoom in close enough for that. So I wonder, I wouldn't have caught that. Yeah, same. Here's the thing. So they're like, so their excuse was, well, it was supposed to be placeholder text, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's, you know, it wasn't ever supposed to make it into the game, whatever. The weird thing is, this is going to be my counter argument for that, is like, in most areas of design, the thing that is used for placeholder text is there is like a default general placeholder text thing. It's called lorem ipsum. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but if you haven't, you've probably seen it at some point. Because it often accidentally gets published in a lot of different things, but it's lorem, spelled L-O-R-E-M, and then ipsum. It's basically, it's made to look like Latin. I don't think it's Latin. Maybe it is. But anyway, it's dummy text. And there's actually, like, if you search for lorem ipsum, lipsum.com takes you to a generator of that, where it basically, is it Latin? What does it say? No, it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it is Latin. But basically, the reason why people use it, like use dummy text like lorem ipsum, is because, for one, that way things that aren't supposed to be published don't get published without like it being corrected. It's mostly used for like plotting stuff. So like if you're working on like a newspaper layout or you're working on a website layout, you want to fill it in with text that doesn't mean anything to you. And especially as a designer, if you're like graphic design wise, like working on a layout, if you show it to a client and it has normal text in it, like you've filled it in with like a generic headline or like a generic article. The problem what you'll find is that the client will start reading the stuff, and they'll be more focused on the actual content itself. They'd be like, oh, well, we won't publish an article like that. Or, you know, we really wouldn't, you know, they'll be more focused on that. So you always want to put something that's like dummy text. That way they look at it, they're just looking at the fonts, they're looking at, you know, the sort of the, you know, a wider view of the, you know, of the actual design. So anyway, and that lorem ipsum has been around for forever. So like there are like, if they were just like, we just put it in as dummy text, it's weird that then, oh, because I should mention, the actual text itself is like sci-fi science-y. Like it is made to be what you would imagine fits in world for this game, because it is sort of like a sci-fi space game. So like it is definitely, like Emmers said, yeah, sure. There are then some other questions as to, okay, like, is that it? Is there anything else that they used generative AI for? They did mention that they used AI for some of their translations for other languages, because they said something about, like, they didn't think the translation, and they didn't do it for every language, but some of the languages, they were like, we just didn't think they were going to be able to translate the game in time, so we just did it via AI. Interestingly, some people from those markets have said that there are just some lines that are not translated, and some other stuff. So anyway, it seems like they did use, you know, AI in some different ways. And granted, they also say, like, those movies that are in the game, where it's like live action or the cartoon, they say, like, those are third-party contracted, so if they used AI, they have no idea, which is, you know, I suppose if you really cared about that, you would make sure that the people you partner with also, you know, would not use AI. But anyway, they basically said that they're going to continue to use AI in their future games, and whatever. Now, I will say a lot of people not very happy with them, and honestly, I don't blame them. I don't really like generative AI, and I think I don't like the direction that it's going in, especially in, like, the gaming industry and all of that. But yeah, so a lot of people are not very happy with the alters and 11-bit studios, but doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. Yeah, and unfortunately, I feel like it honestly will be to the detriment of gaming. A lot of, because it's going to be mostly used, I think, to like we even see here, they forgot to remove the prompts out of the thing, and in the translations, there are just lines that are not translated. You know, like there is going to be a lot more room for it to be sloppy work. Because again, it's also like, okay, if this was the one piece of AI that was used, like, and then they still didn't they didn't polish that up at all. I don't know. It just seems, you know, if this is the one thing, how is it not, like, how is there no check? I guess, like, how did no one check that afterwards? But anyway, you know, it's one of those things. But I told them, like, I mean, when I agreed to play the game, that I would play the game till we beat it. So I will. I'll continue to do it. But I at least wanted to bring that up. Because I don't know. I don't really like that. I don't really like that nonsense. But anyway, as far as I know, Ruffy has not used any AI, so very happy about that. Side note, tomorrow I will be on YV's birthday stream. His birthday is July 4th. which makes it July 3rd here in the US. So I will be on his stream. I will only be on his stream though for the first like hour and a half or something, or roughly an hour and 15 maybe. And he's starting early. So a lot of you may not be able to be there, but if you are there and want to say hello to me, you can. If you're awake, you can. It'll be approximately 1 a.m. Eastern, I think. 1:30 a.m. Eastern. Because he is starting at 3:30 p.m. his time. Right? Or is it 3? No, he's starting at 3 p.m. his time. He's starting at 3 p.m. his time. Which is 9 p.m. my time. Which is 1 a.m. Eastern. So, if you're awake at 1 a.m. Eastern, on... Is that going to be... 1 a.m. Eastern, the 4th. Yes, because it'll be the 3rd for me. Yeah, right. Okay, time zones are wild. If you are awake at 1 a.m. Eastern on July 4th, I will be on YV's stream right around then. That's when he's starting. And then I'll only be on his stream from like 1 a.m. till I think he said about 2:15 or something like that. Maybe a little bit more. I forget. Anyway, so I have the earliest slot. So if you're around and want to be there, that's when I'll be on his stream. But anyway, it'll be very fun. So you should join us. But what else? What else has been going on, friends? Anything else? Anything fun? Anything exciting? There's a new Edgar Wright game. I mean, a new Edgar Wright movie coming out. He's redoing Running Man. It looks pretty good. I love Edgar Wright, so I'll probably go watch it. Yeah, it looks good. Has Michael Cera in it for at least a bit. Can't wait. I love Edgar Wright, so I will definitely go see it. There's still a few Edgar Wright movies I need to watch that I've missed over the past few years, but Perfect Dark, the game, got canceled, which is I think the second time that a remake of, or like I think it's like the second or third time some sequel to Perfect Dark has been canceled. But I think oh really? I love Baby Driver. Baby Driver is one of my favorites, despite the cast. Despite the cast being incredibly shady now, and like I think at least 2 of them being canceled. The movie is very good, so I do recommend it. But I need to watch Last Night in Soho. Even though it's like kind of a spoopy game, spoopy movie. I keep saying game, a spoopy movie. I still want to watch it because it's Edgar Wright. But no. So Perfect Dark is a game that was first out on the N64, and then it moved to Xbox, where it had a sequel, and then, which was Perfect Dark Zero, maybe. And then they were gonna make a remake of the first game that got canceled, and then they were like rebooting the franchise. And like last year, no, maybe it's longer than that. Maybe it was almost closer to 2 years ago. They announced I feel like it was last year. They announced a Perfect Dark like remake or something, or sequel or something. Maybe it's a total reboot or something. But today they announced that they're like shutting down that studio, and that game is canceled. So that was my first 360 game. No way. It was like 2 years ago, and then they showed a trailer. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what I'm getting confused. Because yeah, I think the gameplay trailer had a lot of buzz to it, so I think that's why it stuck out to me. I actually never played. I've never owned an Xbox, so I never played the 360 game. But the N64 game of Perfect Dark was one of my favorites, like of all time on the N64. It's incredible. It looked like Deus Ex, and I love that game. Deus Ex is great. Elias Tufexis is the voice of that guy, and he's great. What was I gonna say? Anyway, yeah, so they've completely shut down the studio for that and canceled it. Magical, welcome in. I saw your message about the Steam Deck. I did not have a response for you, but have any luck on getting it to work? Sounds like setting it up has been a bit of an issue. Has there been any other news? Let's see. Apparently Fantasy Life got an update. They added some stuff, like some little things. There's some new bosses or something. There's some new events that happen in the overworld map. Yeah, I was reading, there's like, in Texas, Emmers, or Ginormosia. I did see, my game updated yesterday. I signed in to Apex, and it said that Fantasy Life was updating. Maybe, did yours just auto update? But apparently there was like there are some new events that can spawn. No, is it? Oh, really? Also, have you heard about this Animal Crossing buzz going? No, Bear. What's the buzz? Animal Crossing is canceled. No. Yeah, supposedly. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, Nintendo's account has been teasing random Animal Crossing stuff. Oh. I did see, like, what was it? It was a weekish ago. They had, like, on their social media, they had posted, like, a random sort of, like, Animal Crossing thing with, like, a, you know. I did. It was after the 5th or 6th restart that it finally decided to work. It only took a little over 4 hours. No, I'm so sorry. I will say, you know, the Steam Deck can be a bit finicky sometimes, and like adding certain things, getting things to work. It's not necessarily the smoothest, but once it's running, it's like, I feel like it's great. And there's a direct coming soon. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Is that confirmed? By a good source. Makeda, welcome in. How's it going? They also showed some Nintendog stuff. I would be down for some Nintendogs. Would we do a Nintendog stream? I bet if they introduce a Nintendogs game, there has to be multiplayer. They will add some kind of multiplayer like aspect to it, guaranteed. That game consumed my life as a child. What kind of dog did you have? I actually have never played Nintendogs, but I always wanted one. I always like wanted to. I just didn't own a DS. What was I gonna say? I bet they'll have some kind of like play date thing where like you can maybe invite someone else's dog over to play with your dog or something. I hands down, that has to be a feature. I went with the beagle. Oh, that's so nice. I would go with the Shiba Inu if that's an option. I love Nintendogs. Do you think they would add like any kind of like weird dog, like something that's like a Yoshi or something? Do you think they would have like an option, or do you think they would keep it like all real dogs? It is an option. Never played Nintendogs. I don't know. Like the thing is like I don't know if I got Nintendogs, you know, we wouldn't do like full streams of it, surely, right? Like, it would have to be like, it's what we start stream with. I don't know if I can play Nintendogs for 3 hours at a time, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's plenty to do. If there's like a campaign. But it'd be like, let's check in on the dog, you know? Let's feed the doggo. It'd be cool if I could get a second capture card and I could have a doggo cam. And it's just my Nintendog. There's also been some speculation that it might just be a virtual DS. Oh, like a virtual console game. That'd be less exciting. People have wanted a sequel to Nintendogs for a very long time. You know? I will say I'm getting very excited about my trip. Having the Aussies on the other day was very fun. Yeah, chatted more, you know, about the trip and stuff over the past few days, and it's been I'm getting excited. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm also ready to be out of the country, TBH. Anyway, we don't have to get into that. What else? Is there anything else? Donkey Kong in 2 weeks. Very exciting. Very exciting. I'll be ready to play that. Is it? There is no like concrete rumors. Even it's just that like Nintendo has been maybe like posting more Animal Crossing stuff lately. But yeah, there's no like official thing. When there is, we will be freaking out about it. We will be ready, and we will play it for sure. That'll be a day one, and that'll be like once I think once Animal Crossing comes out, when and if we will, kind of resume our Animal Crossing stream schedule. Like we were playing Animal Crossing every day. I did not miss a single day of Animal Crossing for the first year the game was out. I will be ready. Mercedes, we did I would have people over on the island all the time. I would do beach giveaways where I would just cover my beaches with items and people would just come and take what they wanted. I don't think I ever did one where I would sold stuff, where it was a trade. I think it was mostly just come grab what you want. Shady, welcome in. Yeah, I think it was a lot of that, and we also did cataloging parties where I would ask people to help me collect different sets of things, and then we would have people then do the whole pick up and drop Um, but anyway, it was a lot of fun. We had and then we would just have like, whenever there was like the fishing tourney or the bug catching tourney or whatever, we would like have that a couple of times. Anyway, it's just so fun. It was a very fun time for our stream. So we will definitely go back to Animal Crossing whenever that releases. That's how I found your stream. Yeah. Do you remember? Was it just like one of the like beach giveaways or something? But was it fun? It was fun. It was very fun. I was looking for someone to fish for the tourney. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it was such a good time. What a good time. I loved giveaways. I think the only thing that I didn't like was that one time I caught a mahi-mahi, and then I had people on the island, and then that person disconnected, and so I lost the mahi-mahi. That was... So, for those who don't know, the way Nintendo Switch Online worked was like, when people would come to your island, it would do a save, and then it wouldn't save again until somebody either came in or left. But if somebody disconnected, it would reset to the last save. And I caught a rare fish that I had not gotten at this point. I was so excited, and then someone ended up disconnecting or like left or whatever without like leaving officially, and then I ended up losing that fish. And I was so sad. Never will be forgotten. After that point, when I re-caught a mahi-mahi and got a statue for it, I put it on the pier as a reminder of the loss. That sounds like so much fun. I used to watch a guy on TikTok, but he wouldn't invite you unless you were subbed, which no hate towards him, but it made me not sub. Don't tell me what to do. No, we just had people come over. There wasn't really any like... I've apologized for that repeatedly. I know it wasn't you, Shady. Pretty sure I don't know their username, but I'm pretty sure they were like a kid. Do you think there would ever be a city Animal Crossing? Well, there was, sort of. I mean, city folk, but I actually didn't play that one. But I honestly feel like they could do some kind of city thing for this one. Yeah, like actually like having a city. I think that'd be so cool. But you keep bringing it up. No, I know it wasn't you. Yeah, I feel like they could. I do wonder what they will do to make the next one more distinct. And I don't really know. A Sky Island would be dope. I have wondered if they would ever do like having multiple islands or like having multiple things that you could like be in control of. Because it seems like a next step at some point, and they've seen how creative people can be and all of that. So I wonder if they would ever do like, was it in New Leaf on the 3DS, they had that like city that you could go to, where it like all the shops, or not all the shops, but like there were a bunch of shops there, and like DJ KK and all of that. Shrunk was there. Anyway, I wonder if there would be like an actual city that you could build. I think that'd be dope. I don't think he has a Twitch, but I won't name drop. Fair. But yeah, I will say, like, I will be interested to see what happens with the Animal Crossing community on the next game. I feel like it might become really scummy, and I will get into that in a second of why I think that. Slash, before I explain why, does anyone else think that with the next game, the Animal Crossing community could become a little scummy? Like a apartment living Animal Crossing? That would be pretty cool. Besides Boomer, who are your other favorite animals? I love a lot of the lazies, and the crankies are great as well, and the jocks. Boomer, Eric, Sasha's dope. Kurt. Bruce has a soft place in my heart because he was also in my New Leaf island, or village. Kid Cat, I think is cool. I like Rudy a lot too because he's supposed to be like a Christmas cat. He's supposed to be like Rudolph. Trying to think. Is there anybody else I'm missing? I'm surely there's somebody else I'm missing that I'm like, wait, I love them. Hopkins is cool. He's the inflatable bunny villager. Any of the squids? I really liked the robot one. That was pretty cool. I forget his name. He was on my island for a bit. We had Octavian as well at some point. I made it. For those who don't know, I made a big deal about Kurt being on my island because in New Leaf, he was in my village, and he gave me in New Leaf one of my favorite Animal Crossing items, which is a kotatsu table. The kotatsu is the heated table, the Japanese heated table. It's a table that has like a blanket, and under like the table itself, it has like a heater. I've always wanted one of those. They seem cool. But I remember when I played New Leaf, I was like, oh, what a cool item. I love this. And his like decor in New Leaf and before was like somewhat Zen-ish, like Japanese inspired kind of. But in New Horizons, his new place was like a dump. It was just like literally he's living in an alley now. And I was like, Kurt, what happened? What happened to you, Kurt? What happened to your life? Everything was going so well for you in New Leaf. And now here you are living in an alley. You're sleeping on a sleeping bag. You've got like a campfire heating you up. You have just like a metal barrel for a bathtub. What happened? So I remember being like, if they ever give us the ability to edit homes, I will give him I will restore his home to him. And I did. Once they eventually did add that feature, and I did restore his home. I made it we made it a whole deal. There's a whole deal behind it. I was like, I have to give him his, and he has a pretty nice home, I will say. Of all the ones that I made for my villagers, I really like his. Are you just concerned that you like Animal Crossing before it was cool, now it's mainstream? They're gonna ruin it? No, it's not that. I have one of those, and they're amazing. Like, in IRL? Because I would love that. Blue Bear and Marine are my favorite female characters. Amazing. I'm trying to think. Because it's just a shame because, like, the personalities I like are all... because the lazies, jocks, and crankies are all male. So I think my island has mostly been a boys club, except for when I went and got all of the like to get all the reactions, you have to get them by having all the different personalities on your island at some point. So I basically just cycle. I had a house that I would cycle people out. It was basically an Airbnb. He got divorced, lost the kids. I love Kurt. He's my boy. AC underwater. That would be wild. That'd be actually very cool. You do? Mercedes, that is dope. I would love that. That is so cool. So here is my thing. Here is my concern about the scumminess of the Animal Crossing community, potentially. I am afraid... So, when Animal Crossing came out, on Twitch, I will say, like, it was very much like, you had a lot of people who were like, you know, doing community events, trading items, just playing the game, doing like, you know, doing decoration builds and all that stuff, which is great. Slowly though, And like, you know, I think eventually the community caught on to like doing villager hunts where they would search for a specific, you know, villager, and so they do the island, you know, the Nook Mile ticket thing where they're going, they do villager bingo, all of that. Those are like all things that kind of developed from people playing Animal Crossing. But then you had people start to do treasure islands, which if you don't know what that is, a treasure island is a hacked island, whether it is like it's actually like emulated on a PC or on a like hacked Switch or whatever. But basically it was a hacked island where it had every item in the game, and you could go to that island to get whatever items you wanted. And a lot of people would do like, in order to have access to that island, you need to be subscribed, or like, I remember seeing a guy who had literally like 5 or 6 treasure islands on top of playing one on his own. So he would be like, he'd be making something in his game, but then he would have like, I have 6 treasure islands. These 2 are for tier 3 subscribers only. These 2, if you're tier 2 subscribed, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was just like, to me, I just thought, I was like, this is becoming like kind of scammy in a way. Kind of like, I mean, not technically a scam because they are getting what they're paying for, I guess, but more in that like you could get all that stuff for free. You don't have to pay to get that stuff. You're paying for the ease of, I guess, going to one of these things and like just picking out whatever island, you know, whatever item you want. But opportunistic. It's very opportunistic and just kind of like pay to play-ish. Yeah, it's just it just seemed just very money grabby from that of the streamer. To then be like, you know, for my tier 3ers, like, I have this one island, it's updated, like, it has the most updated items. Like, there would be some that, like, would eventually be updated, but, like, he's slower to update those, and that's only if you have, like, the tier 1 sub. And so it was just very, like, I don't know, that part, like, that to me felt kind of like, and I mean, not to their credit, but like, it obviously worked for them because they would have like, you know, like, and maybe I will say they would have maybe like one free island, but it was like extremely laggy, or like it could only hold like one person at a time, so it's like people were waiting for whatever. But like, so like, yeah, there was like a free option, but it was like definitely, you know, people would watch, and like I think like that guy I think made it to partner, and like a few of the other people who were doing this made it to partner as well. And so like it obviously worked for them. Like it granted, I don't think they stream. I was actually thinking about them the other day. I was like, I don't think any of them stream anymore. Anyway, because I think honestly, so like even thinking back, I think I remember like popping in once and seeing that the guy was streaming like Fallout or something, but he had like little captures of the different islands still going, and he was streaming in the Animal Crossing category. And I think it's because when he would stream in the other game category, he wouldn't do as well. But if he was streaming in the Animal Crossing category, because he had the treasure islands going, then he would get views. So like, so that's also like, I don't know. I feel like that's manipulating the system, but I mean, I think you're right, though. No one is forcing them to do it. If people want to pay for that, then that's their choice. Yeah, it's just still, like, I find it scummy, though. Like, because I feel like Animal Crossing as a game should be more about the, like, the community and, like, trading with people, like, it's and just like for the sake of doing it, like for the sake of just it being a very like community oriented game, the friends you make along the way, yes, versus like trying to extort people for it. Because, and Erica, welcome in, how are you doing? Because if you don't know, people started to sell villagers on eBay. it escalated to a point where that was also a thing. When the llamas were able to customize more items, that was great. You could get colors of things your island doesn't make. I honestly think Nintendo, one of the reasons, I mean, I'm sure they would have added that eventually maybe, but I think what pushed them to do that is the increase in things like treasure islands and people selling it kind of killed Nookazon. Which, if you guys don't know about Nookazon, Nookazon is a website. Apparently, some people still use it, but apparently it's now filled with bots, I've heard, and scammers, which is so interesting to me. Nookazon is a website where you could, it was almost more like eBay than it was Amazon. But you could either say like, I have these items. You could list all of your items, or if you only wanted to trade a certain amount, you could say, here are the items I have for trade. These are the items I want. And then what would happen is like someone who was like, you could search for an item. Let's say I was looking for that kotatsu table. I would search for it, and I could look at everybody who had that item listed as one that they're trying to either give or catalog, trade, or selling. You could, like, some people would say give me bells, some people would say give me the main currency became Nook Mile tickets, which I don't understand, and I've been on that before, because the only thing you could use them for was to fly to those islands to villager hunt, but you couldn't use them for anything else, really. And so to me, they were kind of useless. So like, I was like, sure, have my Nook Mile tickets. I don't care. I don't really care. I was like, I'm happy with the villagers I have. I'm not going to be villager hunting. More power to you. But it started off with like things being reasonable. So think like a kotatsu table, someone would be like, I will give that for either a few thousand bells or 5 to 10 Nook Mile tickets or something, or trade me another item that I want off of my list or whatever. But then things would escalate to like, oh, you want this item or you want this villager? I need like 500 Nook Mile tickets. Like things, you would have to do like multiple trips to like give like all the, because you could only stack so many Nook Mile tickets in one of your backpack slots. So like it would take like 2 trips to like give everything. And so like that was like, I think people just started to, I feel like that's extortion. Like it became to, it got to a point where like, this is not fun. This isn't like what I think the community should be about. And that's why like when I would do catalog parties or whatever, or like just come take things off of the beach, it was always like, just, you didn't have to pay. You didn't have to give me an item to come aboard. There were some people who were like that though, where they were like, you know, I have a bunch of items, but you need to give me 10 Nook Mile tickets in order to, like, you know, participate and what. Like that stuff. That's just not. I don't think that's the Animal Crossing way. I think you need to be like, it should just be helping people get the items they want. you know, trade, have fun, do, because like what does, I don't know. I think if you're nice, everyone's gonna be nice back. Like there are so many times where people in the community would be like, or I would say, oh, like I'm looking for this item, and someone would be like, I have it in this color, do you want it? And they would like come by my island. Sometimes they would just give it to me, or sometimes they would let me like catalog it, which if that doesn't make sense if you guys have never played Animal Crossing. So like if you have ever picked up an item in the game, like a furniture item or clothing item, you can then order that in the future from the shop. You can like order more. And so people would catalog items and have like catalog parties where basically they would leave the items on the ground for you to just pick up and then drop again so that the next person could catalog those as well. But it's just so that like then you could go back to your island and then order it for yourself. So Chaos Kid 4 wants you to know he went to the zoo today for a field trip. He liked it. Mom is exhausted because she chaperoned. Oh boy. What was his favorite part of the zoo? What was his favorite animal? My guess would be that people like Nukmal tickets as currency because that would free up their points to buy other stuff through the machine rather than spending on tickets for people that villager hunt. Yeah, that's fair. And I realize like that is one that takes time to do, but like at a certain point, like I feel like they kind of lose value because you can almost buy, like once you've bought the main stuff, and granted, I felt like I was never hurting for Nook Miles. But granted, I played every day for a year, so I was like rich in points. So like maybe that's why, like to me it was like, well, I can just make the tickets if I want. Yeah, your playtime triples my yeah. So like maybe that's why. But like I still am like at a certain point though, I feel like I would still want bells because like I felt like, you know, moving houses, building bridges, all that stuff is so expensive. The lions, the girl lion was snuggling with the boy lion when they know. Oh, that sounds adorable. I love zoos. I think zoos are very fun, very cool. I was actually looking at zoos for my Australia trip, and I think I've heard there's an aquarium a couple, maybe an hour or two north of Brisbane. I love aquariums. So we'll see. And there were quite a few streamers who just did streams for hunts doing villager. Yeah, and that like, I can understand that. And like, I was thinking about maybe when the new game comes, if and when a new game comes out, maybe we'll do some villager hunts or something. But yeah, I don't know. I hope in some ways I kind of hope that Nintendo adds things in the game that curb some of those like extortion-y aspects of Animal Crossing. But I'm afraid, this is why we got on this tangent. I'm afraid that when the new game comes out, we will see people immediately trying to set up treasure islands, and kind of, I would, in my opinion, taking advantage of that to like then sort of like, I don't know, skyrocket their Twitches and whatever. But I agree, I also prefer bells. Yeah, I would rather have bells. So I felt like I just kept, I don't know, buying so much stuff. He got a red snake toy and a stuffed monarch butterfly from the gift shop. He did good, kept it under 20 bucks. Oh, wow. That's actually like impressive. I feel like zoo shops are expensive. Also, I remember going to the zoo. I love like the gift shops there. I'm always like, there's so many cool things here. I will probably, when we go to the zoo, I'm gonna have to get like, because I think we're gonna go to the Australia Zoo. I need to get like a shirt or like a sweater or like a hoodie or something. I'm gonna have to get something from it. But I don't know. I'll probably get something. Maybe I get like a koala. I don't know. Maybe I'll get, I don't know. Just something to commemorate. A red panda hoodie. That'd be amazing. Like maybe add an auction. Oh, that would be dope. If there was an in-game Nookazon, that would be kind of incredible. If they added some sort of like online trading thing, that would be dope. Actually, I think that'd be incredible. I'm hoping it's harder to break the game this time around. I know it's harder to hack the Switch. Well, a koala hoodie. Oh, that'd be great. I should like see if I can find something to take over there. Also, that'd be kind of cool. That might be kind of warm, but. I pretty much always wear hoodies and jackets though. But and that I'm kind of hoping, Emmers, because I know there's that whole thing with hacking a Switch and like you know, Nintendo bricking systems and whatever. If apparently they can tell if you've hacked your Switch, and if they do, they can remotely brick it. I wonder if, like, if that might stop some of it. I wonder, though, because a lot of those treasure islands were emulated on a PC. And so I wonder when the Switch 2 ends up being emulated, if that's really going to be the thing. So we'll see. We never used treasure islands. Honestly, I only ever went to one other island because I wanted all the fruits. Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. I needed one more. Went straight to their shop and bought it and then left. I never wanted to be seen as mean or greedy. Aw. No, I mean, I understand that. But I don't know. We always like, I don't know. We like had host so many like, I don't know, parties for, you know, I would just like order stuff, or have stuff given to me, and then I would like, it would just be like, I would tell people, hey, I would fill up all of my beaches, like all 3 sides of it, and then like with almost every spot with item, like whether it was like a gift bag. I sometimes did like mystery ones, and then I did like, or it'd be like just the green leaf, you know. I remember I gave you the entire retro dining set. Yeah, I think that was, we cataloged that, right? I think that was the reason for that. I'm pretty sure. Erica, same. I've been to one island as well, but that's where my friend would host our Friday night with friends during COVID. Oh, that's amazing. That sounds so much fun. I remember I gave you, yeah. Do you remember though the auctions? Oh, the fireworks. That was a lot of fun. So I would do auctions, which were very fun. I thought, like, I remember that now. Yeah. So for those who weren't here for that, the way it worked was like, I would have like a set of paintings, and it would be like, you know, here are 3 genuine paintings. Here are the 3 paintings that you're gonna get. Like, let's start the bid. And the way it would work is people would, I changed the highlight message, redeem, that it was only like, no, actually, didn't I start to increase it? I think I started to increase the price of it as well. But basically, in order to bid, you had to highlight your message. And we had like chat on the screen, we had a timer on the screen, and it was basically whoever got the highest bid of bells, and it was always bells, because again, I didn't really care about Nook Mall tickets. Whoever like bid the highest amount of bells, but when the timer was over, got the items. And I like tried to be kind of like one of those auctioneer people, like, we have 1,000? Do we have, 1,500? Do we have this, and it's very fun. It's very exciting. I then started to do like, so I think the first time I did like sets of items, like paintings, or here's a set, like a style set, or here's, clothing items or whatever. Like it was like kind of set like that. Then I started to do like sort of like mystery auctions, and I think, yeah, that's when I started hoarding all the wrapping paper and stuff. I think I did one where it was almost like pure mystery, but I would give you guys like a theme. And I think I would, if you recall, the way I would do it was I set up those wood panels, and I would have an item behind it to give you sort of like a hint as to what the mystery thing would contain. And I would one by one, like when we got to that auction, I would remove one of the panels so you could see the item behind it. And it'd be like, the first one is detective themed. And then I would like describe it, but I wouldn't say necessarily what items were in there. And then people would vote. And like, I'd be like, this is a lot of 10 items. You get this. It was so much fun. I really loved that. We'll have to do that again. I'm sure starting off though, we'll like, it'll take a while to for us to even get basic items and catalog and stuff. Let's see, I don't have Nintendo friends, and none of my actual friends play Animal Crossing. If I ever get a Switch 2 and the Animal Crossing for that, I'm glad I have fellow people to play with now. Yeah, absolutely. We will definitely be streaming it. Moxie can't stay because I have a friend over, but I wanted to pop in and wish you could stream. Moxie, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for being here. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, it was great. Animal Crossing was a very fun time. We had a lot of fun with those streams. We also just did a lot of like decoration streams, and I don't know. Sassy, welcome in. I was gonna say, I didn't know if I would like also include, I think there was also the part of Animal Crossing, the Animal Crossing creators community that's like, people who would like decorate in Animal Crossing and then like make posts about it on Instagram or on Reddit or whatever. They were very protective of their designs, and I felt like it was very dumb. Like people would be like, if you build like a house inspired by mine, you have to give me credit. And it was also like, what do you mean? Like, most people are not creators, so like, what does that even mean? Like, they're just playing for themselves. So if they make a place that looks like your thing, just be flattered, okay? just like, why are you even upset? But people got very protective of like certain, like using certain decorations in certain ways. They would want credit for it, they would want it to be called, like, named after them, sort of like, this is the so-and-so's arrangement of whatever. It was just like, I just roll my eyes at it. It's Animal Crossing. Why are you getting so, I don't know. You can auction basic supplies locked. Honestly, not a bad idea, because especially starting off, you need like a lot of stone and whatever. You do a lot of crafting. But there are no new ideas. Agreed. They're the same people who don't want their emotes in other channels. So true. Which I still don't get. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, come on, what is this? What are we doing? It's Animal Crossing. Again, my philosophy is that Animal Crossing should be about like the sharing and the, you know, helping each other out and getting items for people, and I don't know. That's what it all should be about, because it's Animal Crossing. And if you're making it like a competitive game, it's not that. I loved it though. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for today, so we should get into some Ruffy, but we need to run ads. So let's go ahead and if you need to stand up, stretch, etc., now is the perfect time to go do so. We'll do our thing. We'll go. It stopped raining. I need to run Goose out for a quick walk, so I'll be back later. All right, Shady, have a good one. But yeah, we'll be right back. I'll run ads and then we'll hop into Ruffy. So BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate, stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments. A spark lights the fuse. The hype train roars to life. Choo choo, all aboard.
What? Anonymous? Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to Moxie, Hanana, Calix Jumio, Warner R, and Shady. Anonymous, what you doing? Thank you so much. You didn't need to do that. It is very kind, though. Thank you for starting a hype train as well. Thank you very much. I don't know what to say, but thank you. It is very, very kind. We have to be careful, though. You might summon forth. You might summon forth a thing. Our friends, if you were gifted a sub, please make sure you say thank you to Anonymous. You can just tip your hat, I guess, because we don't know who it was. But thank you for gifting 5 subs. Amazing. That is very, very kind of you. Not necessary. I've returned from Lurk. Sorry, I got distracted by all the gaming. Hey, no worries. What were you playing? We're about to get into our game, but I feel like we have to wait for this hype train to be over, though. Anonymous, I'm Moxie's mom. Thank you for him. Yes, Moxie will love having some ad-free viewing. Granted, we usually take breaks during ads. Anyways, but Moxie gets to use emotes and stuff now. But thank you again, Anonymous. Very kind of you. I very, very much appreciate it. I just played. Oh, Journey, lovely, very short. Yeah. I know Journey. Very good game. But yeah, thank you. It's wild. Appreciate the support. Anonymous. I don't know if you know this. You might. But it's dangerous. Dangerous, in fact, to be so generous. Because you see, sometimes when
suddenly things become quiet. Outside, trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake.
Oh no?
Oh no. You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter? Anonymous! Thank you so much for the gifted subs. It's so kind of you. So amazing. Moxie, Hannah, Calix, Warner, Shady, if you were gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. It is so very kind of them to do this. It didn't work. I thought I fixed it. I will say I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. Can you hear it? Do you guys hear the music? No. Okay, interesting.
Ribbit. Thanks, friend. Wha-bam.
And thank you for getting another sub. Hold on. Gimmick. I think
it's time to disembark as the hype train nears its end.
Thank you so much for that hype train.
Friends.
Very much appreciate it. But okay. Hold on. I thought I fixed this. Hold on. No? Alright. So hold on. There has to be... There is something... Okay, because I don't know. I don't know what it is. But let's... From the top, everybody. From the top. It should work now that that's loaded. I guess. I really don't know why it is. Why it does the things that it does, but...
Suddenly, things become quiet.
So sudden.
Outside, trees rustle and sway.
I thought it was an OBS thing. I thought I fixed it, but...
As you feel the ground below you shake. Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what it is. A big gifter.
A big gifter? Anonymous! Thank you so much for the kindness and the generosity. Thank you for the 6 gifted subs. I assume it's the same person. If it's two different people doing the 5 and the 1, thank you both. There we go. First we had Big Gifter, now we have Big Frog. So many frogs, look, they're dancing, they're spinning, they're having fun, they're going for it. Thank you so much for the kindness and the generosity. Now we have all these frogs with us. It is what we've wanted. It's all we want is more frogs. So thank you very much for being here. But at least I didn't get hit by a laser.
Ribbit.
Get out of here. Get out of here. But thank you, Anonymous, and Anonymouses, if it's multiple. But thank you so much. It's very kind of you, very generous. I appreciate it. Anyway. Oh, I guess we should also, before we do this, I forget to do this because we don't have hype trains often, and so I sometimes forget to do it when we do have them. But we should say thank you. So thank you, Anonymous and Anonymous 2. In the case there's two people. It's probably the same person, but just in case, I want to make sure I'm saying thank you to everybody. But thank you for gifting subs. You don't need to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the generosity. There we go. I don't know why there's a delay on that now. It used to just cut so abruptly. Now it's the music stop and then we're here. But thank you again for the kindness and starting a hype train and all of that. Appreciate it. But Ruffy and the Riverside. I'm very much enjoying this game. Having an absolute blast with it. It is incredibly fun. Very cute. Very whimsical. And I'm here for it. I need to actually put it on my monitor though, I'm just realizing. I was like watching OBS like, this is not the way I play this game. But friends, what else has been going on? New people who've been coming in on the last little bit. What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything exciting? We got the last letter, or the first letter. Can we see the sign? Probably if we were on one of the buildings. And if you saw my message, start playing Go-Go Town. That's right. I did see it, but I was during the BRB. How are you enjoying it? I know they've added a ton of stuff since the last time we played. I eventually will go back to it. The R should be back. Whee. Right? Hold on, let's go check up here. Like, I know you can now, like, decorate, like, your home and some other stuff, too. Oh, it is back. No, it isn't. Wait a minute. I thought we saved you. Oh. Wait a minute. Or is it this one? This does look normal. Still smoking a little bit. Didn't we? Oh, bring the sacred letter. Ah, right. Okay, we have to go deliver the letter for them to fix it, I guess. Still loving it. They did add a ton, and there's another huge update due in a few weeks. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I follow, like, the developers. And, oh. I bet I need to follow the developers and, so I've been, like, watching the updates happen. Oh, terraforming. Oh, that's dope. That's excellent. I'm very excited about that. That's really cool. What was I gonna say, though? It's cool that they've, like, continued updating it. And fun fact, they're actually based in Brisbane. The devs. Which is where I'll be. What if I just stop by? Unannounced. I'm not sure what to play now. I'm too sleepy to start something new, but not sleepy enough to go to bed. Oh no. Do you have anything in your, like, backlog? What kind of games do you like? I know you like Souls-likes. I haven't played since the demo, so I decided to start over. Fair. I really enjoy it. It's a very good game. So, okay, hold on. What did that do? Oh no, you solved the wrong station. Remember that you have to solve all the stations in the right order. Oh, look at the sign here. Oh, I did not know that. Well, well, well. There's one over here. I like Souls-likes and RPGs, mostly. The moment I'm also hooked to blueprints, and I like puzzles in general. Okay, so that's 5. Okay. I don't really want to use my brain now, though. Yeah, that's tough. Trying to see if I had any recommendations, but yeah, it's tougher if you're like, I'm tired. Oh, right. What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to do anything with that? Or did we do the thing with it? Let me remember. Is the... The Basilica... is over there. We're in the wrong place. Okay, I'll just have to stick around and be sociable and have a chat. Oh, shoot, yeah. Right, not the right place. Played Blueprints, have a dozen pages of notes. We actually played Blueprints on stream, but I have given it up. Apologies to everybody. The RNG did not treat me well. And so I had to part ways with it. The RNG was brutal to me, especially towards the end, and I was like, does getting a coin reset your boost? I think it does. Looks like it does. Also, I solve this with that gate closed? There's got to be a way to open that somehow. Hello. Pix! Hey, Dreamer, what are you doing here? Admit it, you're here because of the Dreamstones, right? No. What? You don't know the Dreamstones? They're just great. They enchant the world and make everything more beautiful. With Dreamstones, you can paint the world the way you like it. But excuse me, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Pix. I have dreamed of painting the world since I was a little bear. I really want to become a world painter and paint the world, and here's where I'm gonna start. This is my happy place. Why? Well, simply because I'm always happy here. Unfortunately, I don't have any more Dreamstones to paint my happy place. I foolishly used up all the Dreamstones to paint myself. My look looks pretty cool now, doesn't it? Just admit it, if you're jealous. So enough talking. Please help me and bring me the Dreamstones to beautify my happy place. Start right away with the Dreamstone that's up there. Is that the one that I got? Oh, it's those. Oh, bravo! You actually got the Dreamstone, and you move like a true artist. I know talent when I see it, trust me. You definitely have what it takes to be a world painter. So now let's see what you've brought there. Oh, yeah, that's it. This is a real waterfall stone. You can paint waterfalls with it. Here's what you will create out of it. I can already feel the flow. World painting is easy. Just go to the drawing board and draw a picture. You'll see the world will look completely different, cooler, better, more the way you want. It's pure magic, believe me. Just try it out. Go on. The drawing board is waiting. Is that not this? Oh, there it is. Okay. Turn off all drawings in game. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. So, if this is the waterfall... It's neat that they give you some textures. We have... So just for funsies, if I did... Oh, wait. Yes, 32. Can I zoom in? No. Oops. Is there an eyedropper tool? Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, no, we can fix this. I'll just make the text bigger. That's how I'll do it. Oh boy. I made a mistake. It's fine. It's fine. Oh no. This needs to be more precise. I need to be able to use the directional pad. Oh no. I've made a huge mistake. Oh gosh. Now, this looks really good, but the waterfall hasn't changed at all yet. You still need to transfer your drawing to the world. Just go to the drawing board and put the check mark at the world symbol. Ah. Wow. Look around how beautiful everything has become. The waterfall looks much better. Much wetter and better now. How did you do that? If you don't want to see your drawings in the world anymore, go to the drawing board and uncheck the world symbol, then the world will look normal again. Do you understand what yes. Wait. Yes. I have something for you that you can really push you forward as an artist. Please take this magic tablet with you. It is something very special. With this tablet, you can create dream paintings anytime and anywhere. So you can beautify every corner of this world. Isn't it great? Just call up the tablet in the pause menu and start painting. I get all giddy when I try to think of all the possibilities. Bright blue sea and a sandy beach with painted shells, or yellow mountains with purple rivers. What don't you like it? No problem, you can just paint something else. Now go out into the world, but please still visit me from time to time. Enjoy the company of artists like you. See you soon. Oh, it's on the side. I can see where... Oh, wait. Yeah. Isn't it great? Doesn't this look... Didn't I... Why is this one, like, reversed? This one's backwards or something. But this one's forward. Very cool. Let's actually put it back to normal, though. The RNG. Wait. Here's talking about blueprints. The RNG and blueprints can be annoying, but also force you to explore new stuff. I think that's why it's set up that way. Yeah, I just got. I think my frustration is like, I think when I play like mystery games or like detective games, I'm sort of the type that's like, I look at a clue and I want to explore it fully, or like a line of thinking or something, and then I want to explore that fully until that's like exhausted, and then I move on to something else. And so I got to a point where we had a couple of streams where I basically was unable to make any progress. One, because I kept getting terrible RNG. There was like a few runs where we couldn't even make it halfway because it was like, the game isn't giving me keys. I had like, there was one where I was so bummed because I had like 20 something gems, but 0 keys. And I got to a point where I was like, I can't, I keep on getting to like midway on like either side of the house, and it's not getting me up. And I was just like, I think I'm done. I'm just done. So anyway, yeah, I think the game is trying to force you to like investigate multiple things at a time, but I just don't, that's just not the way I do things. So I was like, I'm done. So I gave up. I got to like all the way up to the last room, still unable to open it, but like I just was then unable to like get the things I needed to open the door. Anyway, I was just like, I'm done. I liked the like idea of it, and I liked the mystery and lore, but at some point the RNG just like, I just kind of stopped having fun. So I was like, I'm just gonna put this down. I still have it installed on my PlayStation, but I think I'm gonna uninstall it soon. But yeah, Go-Go Town's very fun if you want to play sort of like a city builder, but like not super complicated. Oh, also I was on like day 40 something, I think. And I was like, I'm done. Let's see. Anyway, we need to go to the Basilica of Besties. I don't think I knew there was a area down there. I see you've brought a new sacred letter, my friend. I have. I don't know why I don't trust that bird, but I don't trust that bird. I wonder if they will play a song. Welcome back, Ruffy. I see you have a sacred letter with you. I sense it is an R, so let the ceremony begin and heal the world core. Holy letter, holy power, stand by us in this dark hour. May the power of the letter change our fortune for the better. Once all letters will align, blessed we stand in holy shine. Once, that's what it said. I didn't need to reread that. Also, I didn't know it was going to do both of the letters. That makes more sense. Because I was like, that's a lot of levels for us to do. The world core, it heals. I don't trust the bird either. I know. It's healing. Nature is healing. Nature finds a way.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I can even feel it. Now see where the Wheel of Wisdom sends you next. Sacred letter, please reveal another section of the wheel. Oh. The Realm of the Dead is your next destination. Find your way there in the buried cities. Phew, the Realm of the Dead sounds kind of creepy. I guess we don't have much of a choice, buddy. We don't get a song. It's kind of sad. Oh. Oh, so it's a different door each time. That makes more sense. Aha, you look so pale. Did the high priest scare you? The next letter is hidden in the realm of the dead. Pretty spooky, huh? Don't worry, my friends. I've been to the realm of the dead quite often. I've even dug a grave or two. Good old times. Let me guess, we first have to find a lost part of the path before we can enter the realm of the dead? That's exactly how it is. You are so quick on the uptake. Of course, I knew it already. We need to go to the buried cities and roll some balls into the hole. Indeed, but you are missing a bale. Awesome, you can count on us. After all, we're the chosen ones now. So. Ah, okay, so yeah, those. So, okay. E repeats. V, S, and D. So there's 5 more. Boss levels, I see. Where's the map? We are going to... Oh, it's probably going to be in that castle. I bet. Or is it... Where's it that? Okay. There's so many coins down there. I wonder if there's anything else. Let's go see. Nope. But I will. Coins are great. Oops. Okay. So... Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the guy. Okay, yeah. Don't tell me. I got this. So... Spin! It was a butterfly. Oh yeah. So cute. Oh, the ghost disappeared. Yeah, I'll be able to go to a zoo soon, and by soon I mean like months from now, once I'm in Oz. I'm very excited about that. So, okay. Seemingly, this is where we need to go-ish. Ah. Through here, perhaps? Did you finish the altars? I have not. I have not, no. We're just gonna be playing, we're just gonna be playing this for a bit, before we get back into it. Hello there, Globetrotters. Are you ready for the buried cities? If you unlock the lost part of the path, we'll get to the other side of this gorge. Do I need this? I think he's told us this before. How do I make a down payment? Can I? Do I need... I'm confused. Wait, maybe there's something I need to... Is there anything I can... Surely it has to do something with this. That doesn't change anything. There's the guy at the very top of the hill. I mean, probably the same guy, but... Want to make a down payment already. I am confused. I do want to make a down payment. But how? Oh. Get out of there. Whoa. Hey, you found me. Maybe I need to, like... So Yanni today. Let me see. How do I do this? Yeah, I don't see... How am I supposed to unlock... the hay bale? I am confused. Is there like... I don't know, can I like paint the sign green and say that... Or like, is there a... Why won't... Why can I not has? What am I supposed to do? Why can't I not give you my money? If you unlock the lost part of the path, we'll get to the other side. Yeah, but how do I do that? Also, what do I do with this? I feel like I'm supposed to, like, be on one of those things and, like, sit atop of here. Maybe that's, like, heavy enough to push things forward, but I don't know how to rent the thing. We're gonna try something. Hold on, I'm gonna go here for a secco. I'm gonna restart the game. I want to see if there's by chance, because I've actually not I've not restarted. I've just sat on this game. I want to see if maybe there was an update. Maybe I've missed something. It says, oh, okay. Steam said I'd been playing the game for 149 hours, and then it said it updated to 4. I was like, that's more like it. Okay, there is an update. Some minor bug fixes. Uh. Someone said just to keep doing the... Yeah, I don't see... Okay. Alright, it's been updated. Ruffy. Let's try again. Gotta get that kid to bed. Erica, have a good one. Have a good night. Been playing the Steam Deck for about an hour and a half now. It's definitely an adjustment from the Switch, but I like it so far. Still get used to the controls though. Yeah, totally. I have found myself mostly playing with keyboard and mouse, with the occasional, like, connecting my PlayStation controller in for certain games. It's definitely heavier than a Switch for sure. I also tend to play in desktop mode. I found, for whatever reason, a lot of games tend to run better on that, but okay. But it also depends on the game and some other stuff. Okay, can... Okay, now. You tell me anything new? Nope. Let's go back. I'm pretty sure I need something to go on there. I just... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a beast of a system. And I can't use this. Well, can I, like, take yours? Turn this into GTA? Can I, like... I wouldn't be able to make it up there in time. I was like, can I turn the sign into a circle? To say that it's open? I keep hitting the wrong buttons because being XY are flipped on the Switch. Yeah, I do that all the time. And even with, like, you know, PlayStation buttons. And it seems like a lot of Steam games mostly have Xbox controls listed, even if you plug in a PlayStation controller. That always gets me a little confused. Some games, though, do support, like, PlayStation, like, you can say that you have, like, a PlayStation controller and it updates, but yeah, I think, controls also always get me a little bit confused. Okay, so I honestly am not sure what I'm supposed to do. If I can't... Can I go in here? Oh, it's like poisonous water. He says the same thing. Want to make a down payment. Makes you feel like I pay for something, but I don't know if that's actually what it's asking me to do, or if it's like a puzzle that I just haven't. Let's go take a look at it one more time. So we have this button. I don't think we've ever seen this before. I can't stomp it. It's apparently stone. Can't take the fire. Oh boy, oh no, that sounds awful. Okay, just had to check it wasn't like, it's actually just a secret path that you can't see. Invisible walkway, you know? Okay, well... Oh, am I wait a minute. Have I thought... Was this closed the whole time? Oh. I thought I, like, opened the whole time. I thought it was closed because the door was closed. Unbelievable. Right. Alright. We gotta do the thing. There's one. I see. I know what we're supposed to do. Oh, actually, maybe I made a mistake. I'm not sure. Where are one of those red cubes? Unless, wait. How was I? Okay. So that should... So now... There we go. Whew. Do we go back through this door? There we go. Oh. Hey, that was quick, but all the better. The ground here is terribly cold, and I couldn't find any gemstones either. That part of the path looks pretty weird. What is it? And how are we supposed to cross the gorge with it? Very simple. This is a rail, an ancient artifact with a rather timeless design. Rails take you to faraway places. This one leads you directly to the realm of the dead. Unfortunately, we can't just walk over the rail. You can only cross it with a bale of straw. With a what? A bale of straw? Miss Creative, welcome in. How's that supposed to work? Don't tell me you've never ridden a bale of straw. You just hop into a bale, jump into the rail, and off you go. Super easy and great fun. Straw bales are super cool. Unfortunately, we don't have any, but don't worry, there are dozens of bales on the farm to the east. Bit of luck, we can borrow one. It's best if you get there right away. Woo! Okay. Have we seen the farm? I'm not quite sure. Oh, so we'll probably go just for not much longer. Maybe we'll unlock these bales and just stop there for today. Where am I? We have not been here. Hello. Rufus. Hey, you lucky chap. The door's open. You can buzz in. I'd love to sneak in too, but once doorman, always doorman. Fair. Howdy, partner. Hello, is this the way to the farm? Farm, this is much more than a farm. Ahead of you is the FR, the Furious Farm Raceway, the fastest racetrack in all of Riverside. A racetrack? Yeah, breakneck corners, turbo boost, tuning area, party area, and more. Wow, sounds great. We're looking for a bale. Do you know where we can find one? Oh no, you don't have a bale? No bale, no entry. Sorry, I'm afraid you greenhorns will have to stay outside. But it's urgent. We're trying to save all of Riverside, including your racetrack. This is important, you understand? That's a matter of opinion. We take racing pretty seriously. You can't get in here without your own bale. Sir Edler, you here, hanging out with the greenhorns now? Hello, Hickory. We're in a desperate need of a bale and... Sorry, but not a chance, Eddie. I've just explained it to the two newbies. No bale, no access. The rules are very clear. Since when did you get so strict? Do us a favor and tell us how to get to the farm. Sure. There are 3 ways to get in. You have a bale, you're in. You are the current champion, you're in. You saved the current champion's life, you're in too. One of those is enough to get in. Your own bale, or be a champion, or have saved a current champion's life. That's totally unfair. We'll never do any of that. None of it. Let me see. We don't have a Bale, and we're not the current champion, so the only thing left to do is save the current champion's life. Dang. Well. Hickory, old friend, please tell me, who's the current champion? Are you kidding me? You don't know the current champ? Flitzy Jr.? Flitzy Blitzy Jr.? Interesting, so it's Flitzy Jr. And where can we find this honorable person? Flitzy? That's actually a very good question. He should have been back ages ago. He just went to the piggy cave to get a pack of chips. I haven't seen him since. Well, I hope nothing happened to him. Yeah, I hope nothing's happened to him. Yeah, hopefully not. What, he's missing? Fantastic. I mean, hopefully nothing's happened to him, of course. Ruffy, this is our chance to get into the farm. Flitzy might be stuck in the piggy cave, and I bet he needs a lifesaver. Okay, we'll actually stop there, because I know it'll keep going. It's gonna keep going. But friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. There we go. Kept on pushing the wrong thing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Remember that tomorrow we will stream, but also then at very late at night for all of you, I will be on YV's stream to celebrate his birthday. I think most of you will be asleep, but that is not tonight, but tomorrow night. But I will remind you again tomorrow. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. Again, Anonymous, thank you for gifting 6 gifted subs today. It's very kind of you. You didn't need to do that. If you got a sub, make sure you say thank you. But friends, that is it for us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!